What's up, mortals? It's Dante, and today we have a pretty tame, but at the end, hype chapter in Four Knights of the Apocalypse, chapter 195. Tristan and Isolde. We got some new updates, so let's get into it. We begin where we left off. The battle is over, but Isolde is fatally hurt. It's almost as if she stepped in front to let the blade stab through her. Everyone is concerned, including Anne, but Percival hops to it to help Isolde. Percival lands near Tristan and says, "Here, let me jump in." But Tristan denies it, saying, "No, I'll save Isolde. I need to ask you to leave this matter to me, Percival." Percival notices that Tristan got his memories back, but Tristan begins to work his magic. Light and stars form around Tristan as he keeps holding Isolde, saying, "I'm never going to let you die. I swear this upon my life." 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐜𝐫𝐢𝐻. A large pillar of stars and light erupts from where Tristan stands, more powerful than any healing spell that he has ever done up until now. So this might actually be the first spell we've ever seen of 𝐬𝐻𝐫𝐢𝐻. 𝐬𝐻𝐫𝐢𝐻 has been Tristan's magic for a while now, but we've never seen it, properly used. Tristan's always remained useful of his goddess clan and demon clan powers, but his innate magic, 𝐬𝐻𝐫𝐢𝐻, never seen it. So this new healing spell could be something hinting towards it. I've done so many videos about what 𝐬𝐻𝐫𝐢𝐻 could be. Go check this out. But let's just say I'm hoping to see more next couple of chapters. Isolde looks okay after that healing spell, but Tristan still goes off saying, "Don't worry, I remember it all now. Who I am, my vital mission, Jade, Xion, and you too, Isolde. All of it, everything, it's all thanks to you." He cries his eyes out and says, "So please open your eyes. I put you through so much worry and strife. I've got to pay you back for every bit of it," which puts a smile on all of his friends' faces to know that Tristan Liones is finally back. Our Isolde opens her eyes and says that it was her mission to Prince Tristan to serve him with all her life. Once the young prince sees her smiling face and eyes open, he gleefully says, "Oh, Isolde, you're always like this, always taking these blind risks for my sake." And to everyone's shock, even to both Isoldes, Camelot and Liones, our boy Tristan Liones finally made a move on his girl Isolde and placed a kiss. Yes, a real kiss on her lips. Gowther, ever the narrator, says, "Usually it's the kiss from a prince that wakes the princess. This time the order is in reverse, damn." But be that as it may, it looks like Isolde is back to life. That a boy, Tristan. That a boy. Everyone in the friend group is visibly shocked. The Percival platoon has so many mixed faces of shock and blushing. Xion is like, "Oh no, I'm the third wheel." Gawain is giving off an expression like, "Yeah, it took him this long." And as for Camelot Isolde, that is the face of a woman who realizes she lost her boy toy. And as for Tristan, at first he's confused, but then he starts to realize he might have assaulted Isolde. He just remembered he did something that his dad does to his mom all the time. He tries to shrug it off, ask for forgiveness, saying that no, he didn't mean to. She would probably say something. If she was not so hot, she might as well be her own steam room. Realizing that this moment is getting very awkward, Tristan grabs his Isolde's hands and decides to just leave. Meanwhile, Gowther announces, "All right, everyone, with that happy ending, it's time to announce the fight card for tomorrow. Next time, we'll begin the semi-final round. Percival versus Diodora, then Gawain versus Tantris, and then, right after, the two winners will duke it out in the final. I hope you're all excited for the big final day." Alright, this tournament is almost over. Just a few more and we get to see the final two square off. Y'all have seen the chart? Do you think that this will still be the most accurate depiction of how the finals are going to meet up? But before we can focus on the future, we have to go back to the present. 𝐃𝐨𝐬𝐽 is asking for Tantris. What was all that just now, as everyone is glaring daggers at her? And what does our boy Tristan do? What does he say to the girl who was brainwashing him on a short leash for a few years? He just smiles and says, "My name is Tristan. Do you perhaps have the wrong person, Isolde?" Despite everything that happened, everything that she did to him, he still says, "But please don't worry, I still intend to fulfill my promise to you. Tristan, you are too nice for your own detriment." And what does his former girlfriend say? Oh, she just stares menacingly at him and very angrily goes off, saying, "Don't bother. Even if I make it out of Underworld, I'm just going to be alone anyways. Besides, I'm not even sick at all in the first place." It didn't really take that much for anyone to figure that out. Even Gawain says that she only fell ill due to casting that mental magic for days on end. So pretending to be sick was a big red flag. And she goes on. She still keeps talking, saying that she was just having a little fun brainwashing him, and chastises him for finally getting his memories back.
What a bitch.
She keeps going on her little tirade, saying that she hopes that Tristan will have a wonderful life with that taller Isolde he found. Tall Isolde. Okay, now that's a good nickname. It'd be so great for him, Tantris. And Shion tries to defend his best friend and cousin by saying, how could she be such a two-face like that? But Donnie has to remind him and us that he's not really one to talk. Now, if I was Tristan, I would have done this. This is what he should have done. He should have been like his dad and be totally merciless. I've talked about this numerous times in other videos. You know how I feel about her. She deserves all the bad karma that she has put this boy through. Instead of hulking out against her like he should have with Demon Mark, no, Tristan says that I want to help you, all right? Yeah. This shocks both Isoldes, and Shion still says, leave her be, Prince. She's got a twisted mind. And Donnie has to remind him, again, you're not exactly one to talk. Tristan explains that he saw how alone she was, all because of her father who suddenly forgot about her. We cut to a flashback where 𝐃𝐨𝐬𝐽 is running from one of the numerous beasts in Underworld, as Tristan recounts how she chose him as a way to take her mind off of solitude, all because he saved her from the beast so long ago. And why? It was to take her father's place in her life after being abandoned. So even after her little tirade, she cries because, yes, she does kinda have a right to be upset at her dad because King Arthur was the one who took his memories in exchange for powers. But sure, just cry, I guess.
Stop crying, you sniveling ass.
This is news to Tristan, saying that King Arthur did that. But as for 𝐼𝐻𝐼𝐻, they note that it's the same thing that happened to Diodora. Which, upon mentioning that name, she starts to apologize to Percival, saying that they didn't mention the details before, that his dad was robbed of his memories too. But it was at that moment that they realized Percival was never there to begin with. Nah, I'm just kidding. Percival had left the group, and you know where he is now? He's amongst the crowds, talking to Diodora. Diodora starts to monologue, saying, even though we're fighting tomorrow anyway, or do you want to move that up to right now? Percival stands his grounds while he still goes on. Angry, huh? It was 𝐼𝐻𝐼𝐻, right? The ones I did in? Which fight were you mad about? Or was it both? Are they both your lovers or what? He gets a little more cocky, saying, boy, I'm jealous. Some guys have all that luck, but whatever. I'm sure you didn't call me here just to talk about trivial things like that. Boy, you have no idea who you're messing with, do ya? Tristan shows off the ring that Gawain gave them before entering Underworld, saying, it wouldn't be fair if I kept you in the dark, so I'm here to tell you. Percival, after all this time, takes the ring off his finger. With the illusion and the mental magic gone, he announces his true identity to Diodora. I am Percival, the enemy of your father, and a member of the group to topple Camelot, the 4 Knights of the Apocalypse. With the illusions gone, Diodora finally realizes the person he hated during the entire match was a member of the 4 Knights. But Percival does not back down. With an aura of death surrounding him, he says, "Take this moment to burn it into your mind. The face of the one enemy you hate most." And that, my friends, was chapter 195. We have 3 more fights to come. Gawain versus Tristan, the Power of Dawn versus Nova, and of course the one many fans are excited for, Percival versus Diodora, Hope versus Despair. It was really good to see Tristan show off a little bit of his Nova magic. We only knew about it, but we never got to see it in action before until now. So with Gawain versus Tristan coming up, we should be seeing more spells from Tristan as to what exactly this magic is all about. Like I've said in numerous videos, I do think that it is just a mix of light and dark magic. If this is what his healing potential is now, which is much more powerful than the material we've seen before, I cannot wait to see what offensive powers Tristan is going to have. Especially since we spent 4 chapters with Gawain showing off the power she has. So it'll be nice to see what Tristan can now do. And as for Tristan and Camelot Isolde, I've said my piece. I really don't think that this girl should have been forgiven so easily.
I hate so much about the things that you choose to be.
Now that Diodora knows that Percival is in Anafwin officially, things are about to heat up, and with the ring gone, what will happen next? What will the conflict between hope and despair bring? With the ring gone, will Bellatrip realize that a member of the 4 Knights is in Anafwin? We'll have to see next time in chapter 196. If you love 4 Knights of the Apocalypse and 7 Deadly Sins material, subscribe for more content. Will be out next week, but stay tuned for more videos yet to come. This has been Dante from the Anime Underworld, and I'll see you mortals later.